Okay, it's Friday again, and today we're playing TerraTech, which is a game that is still under early access on Steam. It's a bit of an open world sort of a game. You get what's called a tech, which is basically this vehicle made up of all these blocks here. You can see in the middle there I've got a little cockpit. I've got radar, shield generator, a battery to actually power the shield generator, weapons of various sorts. And basically we're going to go driving around, we're going to find other techs, we're going to beat them up, steal their blocks, and hopefully turn ourselves into something bigger, meaner, and nastier. Whoa, that is a weird looking tech. It's got some cool looking blocks on it, but I think he's going to kick our butt rather seriously if we try and take him on. You know what, I think we're going to do it anyway. Why wouldn't you? And, well, okay, well, we knocked something off him. Oh, he's having a bad day. Okay, he's dead. That was far easier than I figured. And we have one nice big wheel here. The nice thing is that when you find blocks like this, you just pick this up, and now if you go to a shop, basically, you can buy that piece. And so we got these wheels here. We have these lighter blocks. They're lighter, less armored than these ones, which is good. We have a turret. Let's put that on the back, shall we? That's not bad. Oh, we got two of them. Let's put two on the back then. Just space those out. There we go. These are huge. These are one of the most important blocks in the game. If you look at my tech, you can see there's not a lot of ground clearance. And if you look around, you'll see that basically everything in this game is hills. There's almost no flat area anywhere in the game except for maybe those salt flats out there. So you're going to beach your tech on a hill quite often. And one of the only ways to avoid that is to find these. And basically what you would do, I'll just go into build mode here so I can get underneath. Grab one of these, and we can just stick that down there and put the wheel like that. Then we have more ground clearance. And we have to worry less about actually getting stuck. And to me, that's one of my bigger complaints about the game so far. Not the biggest complaint, but it's definitely one of them. Because in a game that's all about driving, I shouldn't have to find just one or two specific blocks to make driving simple, straightforward, and fun. Speaking of simple, straightforward, and fun, one of the biggest problems in this game is the camera. Because the camera, unfortunately, you can see I've got the cursor here, I have to click and drag to move my camera around. And for a driving game like this, that's a horrible idea. Because in combat, you know, I spend 3/4 of my time just trying to figure out where the other guy is and try to swing the camera around onto him. What you need is a toggle button, so I can just have the mouse moving the camera around at all times, and then when I want to actually pick up a block, which is going to be when I'm in build mode, or just, you know, when I'm looting resources off the ground or whatever, then I can hit the toggle button, get the cursor, and do it that way. That would be much easier, but that's not an option we have. I might take a couple more of these, actually, just for later. Whoops. And anyway, that's a good find. Those are useful. I actually do have access to these already, but I'll take them anyway. Not sure if I had these wheels yet. I don't think I did. But anyway, we'll just leave those there. Go have some fun at someone else's expense. This is not the tech you start with. You start with basically this cab, one little square, a tiny little machine gun on top, and 4 little wheels, and a drill on the front. That's it. So you don't get much to start with. And they give you a campaign. Oh, we have an invasion coming. This can be bad. I'll just back off. This is probably going to be something big and nasty. We're running down on power here, so my shield is not going to last much longer, but I'm just going to back off and see what drops in. Now, these can be an issue because there's a glitch at the moment. Invasions are not supposed to happen on top of your base, but if you don't build in the grassy tree biome, then they can drop on your base, apparently. Supposedly this is going to be fixed in an upcoming patch, but, oh, by Pinger from Payload Studios. Oh, that's lovely. He looks well armed. He's not even Doesn't even have a target. He's just going to start firing blindly anyway. Maybe trying to scare me away. I don't know. I think I'm going to take him on, though. I might as well. I have stuff that I can rebuild with, so I'm not too worried. Oh, jeez. Just ripped him right apart. Where? Oh, he's right there. Boom. And does he have anything of interest? He's got a small laser I could stick somewhere. Radar. A couple of blocks. What is that? A 3-pound cannon. Oh, I'll take that. That's not bad. I don't have... There's not 2 of them on... Oh. Excellent. Extra wheel. I will take that. So this is basically how the game goes. You just drive around and start stealing stuff off anybody you run across. So, that's a good way to do it. The campaign will kind of walk you along and give you a block and say, take this back to your solar panel and attach it to that, and you can build yourself up some kind of base. The campaign is still slightly glitchy. You can see that I've made progress towards grade 3, or I have grade 3, I'm heading towards 4. At this point, I'm not getting any more points. The reason for that is it's expecting me to do something. I have no idea what it's expecting me to do. The game won't tell me. There's no journal I can pull up to see what I'm working on, and there's no map I can pull up to see where I'm supposed to be going. So I'm pretty much stuck in the campaign at this point, which is not huge, really, but it is a bit of an issue. Look at that big one over there. I'm going to have to go beat him up. And got a propeller? That is a horribly designed machine. And he's dead. So I guess it don't matter. These are from, these guys are Venture Company. The gray stuff is from GSO. I forget what the big yellow industrial type stuff is from. I'll remember that eventually. Probably long after I stop recording for you. Let's take a couple of these wheels off. Put these on the back. These are much faster. You can turn better with them, as you can see. But, I don't know. We'll see. Should we take this guy out? He's probably going to annihilate us, but, if we could knock his wheels off, and you can see I'm fighting the camera quite a bit here just to try and see him, but, you know, that's the way it tends to go. You didn't want those wheels, did you? Come on, hit the wheel. There we go. What are you going to do now? He's going to keep turning anyway. And I'm wedged on one of those wheels. There we go. Oh crap. No, don't do that. Don't. I knocked one of my wheels off. He's done us some decent damage there. If I can just knock those other wheels off, he's kind of finished. Because then I can maneuver at will, and he's stuck, basically. There's a couple. Yeah, the turrets are basically aiming wherever they feel like they should be aiming. They don't really care what I think. They're doing their own thing. But, well, there we go. One wheel left, and then your butt is mine. There we go. Come on. Don't aim at those. Aim at the wheel. Wheel. There we go. There. Now he's basically screwed. There's nothing he can do at this point. Because he's got all the weapons on the front and the back, and I just have these little pea shooters slowly chipping away at him. Yeah, let's put that on there. Fire some artillery at him. Nah, aim sucks on that. Okay, there's his cab right there. So we take that out, and he's done, basically. If we could hit it. Which we don't seem to be having a lot of luck with. Because the turrets don't seem to care. Come on, hit stuff. This is going to take time, unfortunately, because you can't really tell it where to shoot. It's just a bit more criticism I have for the game. But, oh, there we go. I think we damaged him. You going to blow up? Yes, you are. There we go. Got artillery that we could use. We have these little lasers I could stick on the front if I wanted. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Put one of those in there. Oops. And I'll put it there. Facing front. There we go. Like to hit what we're aiming at. Let's see. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let me find another tech. I have one or two at base that I could switch to. This one is kind of feeble and pathetic. So I will go do that, and I will get back to you in a sec. Okay. Here you can see I've got something a little bigger using these big industrial blocks here, which I'm kind of fond of. Lots of lasers on the front. I basically use this as a resource harvester. you can see I've got these collectors here, which will collect resources as they drop to the ground. Let's see if I can find some here. Just go forward. There we go. Picks those up. They will work their way down these conveyors here. They will be refined in these refineries here, and then shot off in these mobile delivery cannons up to orbit, where they're sold. That gets me money that I can use to buy new stuff. So you can see this. There it goes. Right in the delivery cannon. Boom. So I can actually, I don't even have to return to base with this. I can just keep driving around, gathering resources, refining them, and making money, which is hugely useful. It will probably take a fair amount of time in a new game to get the stuff to do that with, but it's worth doing. There is stuff that you can get that will allow you to actually take raw resources or refined resources and combine them to make blocks in some kind of crafting, which I honestly don't use much, so I'm not going to be able to tell you much about it. One thing I will tell you about, though, is an issue I have with this when I'm collecting resources. You'll notice these pads will just suck stuff up off the ground. If I was close enough to anything. The smoke keeps getting in the way, I know. I was slightly annoyed when they added that in. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, you can see it just picking stuff up off the ground, but the issue is every once in a while as you're driving along, you're getting resources under your tech. They will still continue trying to pick stuff up through your vehicle, which obviously is not going to work. But the issue is that this eventually gets you to the point where you have enough things being pulled up through your vehicle, that your vehicle is then going to be launched up into space. Well, I say space, but, you know, way up into the sky, where it's eventually going to come down and go boom. So that's a bit of an issue. You'd think they might want to fix that at some point. I'm sure they're aware of it. It's just they probably have quite a lot of stuff they need to work on, unfortunately. There's quite a few bugs, glitches, and other stuff that needs to be looked at. I have actually designed this thing to be tough enough that I should be able to take on other vehicles if anything decides to ambush me while I'm harvesting. I see a red arrow over here, so there's someone over in this area. We're going to go beat on whoever that is. And after I build something like this, because obviously this would be a bit of a pain to reconstruct all these blocks like this, I can just get a good angle on it here like this, and I can click that. I can just call this, you know, collector version whatever, and save. And now when I go to the shop, I can actually buy this fully assembled, ready to go, which is very handy. And yes, this game is so integrated with Twitter, it's extremely annoying. It'll actually pop up and tell me, hi there, how you doing? It'll actually pop up and tell me when somebody's doing a Twitter stream of it. I don't want to know. I mean, if I'm interested enough in the game that I'm going to watch a Twitter stream, I'm going to be aware of when someone is streaming it. Okay, this guy's a pain. This is a bit of an issue. I cannot get around to hit him, so bit of a design flaw. Not much I can do about this guy. Now, if he was just dumb enough to get in front of me, which he's apparently not. Wow, this guy is really annoying. The AI is not usually that clever. I am annoyed. Alright, get out. Oh, get out from underneath me, you bastard. Okay, tell you what, let's hit the thrusters here. Yes, I do have thrusters on my resource collector. And it's these big industrial wheels. They are not made for combat. They're not made to be able to turn on a dime. So that's basically what the problem is right now. Okay. Now, you would just be good enough to die. I would appreciate that. There we go. He's done for. And he didn't drop us much of anything, so he was a bit of a waste of time, but it does serve to show you there is some flaws in this design. So, anyway, let's head back over. Let's head this way towards the base. I have a really crappy base right now. This tech. Oh, here we go. This is a problem. This annoys me. You'll see, yeah, obsolete blocks colored pink. They no longer function. This is blocks that have been upgraded. They've got a new model to them, a new look, a new animation, whatever. and it's been spawned in on a tech from a previous patch. Now, the issue with this is it will cause problems. I've had situations where one of these guys spawned in and my entire UI disappeared, which was kind of annoying. The thing that mystifies me is they've gone and put the code in there to recognize that there's an obsolete block being spawned on this tech. And then they've gone and popped up a message to tell you that there's an obsolete block being put on this tech that's just spawning in. Why would they not just detect that there's an obsolete block on there and then spawn a different tech instead? Just remove that one from the spawn list instead of just, you know, it's like, oh, by the way, you're about to have problems until you get rid of this block. I mean, it mystifies me why they would go to the trouble of telling you it's a problem instead of just straight out removing the problem. Because I can't see it being a lot more work to do that. Just, you've got so many techs in this game that it can spawn. You could just pick the next one in the list, you know? But for some reason they haven't done that. Okay, let's get back over here. Oh, there's our old tech from the the previous bit of gameplay. I'm just going to shove him out of the way. I don't care about him. See if I can't back in. The controls for this game are kind of bad too. They're not very intuitive. The problem is you can pivot in place, as you can see, and that causes issues if you've got it set up to handle like a proper car, because the moment you stop applying the throttle, it tries to pivot in the direction you're pointing rather than in the direction it should be. Go this way. There we go. Oh, almost. Okay, this is basically my recharging bay, which is useless right now because it's nighttime. You'll see all these little solar panels along here, which charge up these wireless chargers. And these are hugely beneficial to find because until you find these, you're basically going to have to pull all the batteries off your vehicle and stick them onto a solar panel to charge them up. So the quicker you find those wireless chargers, the better. What else have I got around here? I have another vehicle, I think. Yeah, I had another big industrial vehicle. Let's switch to this guy for the... Did I see it over there? Where is it? It was around somewhere. It had a bit of an issue in that, like I say, this game is all hills, and so stuff, you park it and it just rolls away. There's an airplane over there. I could go nick that. I haven't repaired this. Here, let's switch to that guy. So this is, actually this is basically just a beefed up version of what I just had. You can see I have a bit of a refinery going here. Nothing too exciting because I've switched to doing it all on the vehicle there. But you can see if I had resources on this, they would be pulled by these onto the conveyors, ferried along there, and just sold. So this one here is for, it's scrapper. Yeah, basically if you find parts like these, it'll break them down. Yeah, not those. The game has an issue with certain parts like wheels and guns, getting them onto a cannon to sell them, or onto a scrapper sometimes. But I'm sure they're refining that. Like I say, they're still in early access, so stuff will change. Now, where is that? Oh, there it is. Wow, this thing handles really nice. It's those venture wheels there, I'm thinking. So this is basically another resource collector, but this one's not made to sell stuff as it goes along. It's made to just collect them and take them back in case I want to do crafting stuff with them. Got nice big jackhammers on it. Which I thought was kind of funny. They're not horribly useful, but they work, so why not use them? Let's see. Come on, take that out. There we go. Wood is reasonably useless in this game. I'm sure it's it'll get you a little bit of money, I'm sure, but it's not something that's worth getting worked up about. You're better off grabbing other stuff. So let's go over here. We'll just park this guy over here. I think I'm going to go back to this guy. Where are we? There we are. I want to try those new, those bigger wheels we found. I'm going to put some of those on the side instead of these little things. And let's see if we can maneuver in here. I think there's probably far too many blocks around here right now. But anyway, go into build mode. All right, where? Right there. This little thing. This is my shop. It's a portable one that you could buy. I could plug this onto the back of my car and take it with me, which is kind of useful, but not something I want to do. Okay, Geocorp, that's the name of the big yellow guys. So you can see you got the big flatbed there for holding resources. Big, huge blocks. Big wheels, that kind of stuff. I haven't found a lot of their stuff yet. Nice big drill there I could stick on the front. I probably should use that. Little armor plates. Venture Corp is the lighter ones. And I want big wheels. There we go. I have enough money that I should be able to afford a bunch of them. Let's go with about 6 of them. That sounds like a good number. And, was that 6? I wasn't counting. Should have been, wasn't. Let's just grab a couple more of these just in case we need them. That should do it. Oops, come on, no. Camera. Yeah, I'm trying to move the camera here. The game is fighting me. Toss those. I could just stick those up onto one of those pillars I have standing around if I was worried about saving them. I'm not. They're pretty cheap. Wheels. There we are. Obviously those two are going to be kind of useless at the moment. They're not going to reach the ground, but that's alright. I will replace those in a moment. But this definitely gives us a little more ground clearance. Pick that up. There we go. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's put this here, I guess. Wheel. Bit of an odd design, but you know what? It'll probably work just fine. So, get rid of that. Put you there. And where was out of the big wheel? There was one more. There it is. And there we are. Oops. Okay, that's the front. This one's a little too difficult to spot. It's it looks pretty much the same front to back for the most part. Definitely better ground clearance. What the heck was that? Did we just rip off a wheel? No, we must have been dragging one. Okay, let's head for the salt flats. See if there's anyone over there we can beat on. You can see I've got little thrusters on the back. Got who's it? Whoa, that's a lot of wheels on the side. He looks kind of painful to fight, but I'm gonna shoot him anyway. Whoa, he's got a lot of firepower on that thing, but I have shields, he doesn't, so he's probably screwed. How you doing? He's just sitting there. He could be beached for all I can tell. Oh, there he goes. He's moving now. Yeah, he was probably stuck on the terrain. Oh, my shields are gone. He did have a lot of firepower to throw my way, so it's not surprising. Oh, what? Take him out. Don't let him... He's got too many of those little cannons, unfortunately. Come on. He also got too many wheels. There we go. I think we got him. He also got beat up a fair bit. I think we're missing chunks. Let's borrow this, shall we? Like that. I can't, trying to figure out how I had this in the first place. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Maybe like that. No, not like that. Damn. Oh, that's a 3 block. That's why I'm having trouble. Okay. That's why I can't figure out how it's fitting together. I should go there. There. It's not the same, but you know what? It's fine for now, hopefully. Bracket. Solid bracket. Let's go into build mode. There we go. Do I have another bracket? I hope so. There's one. Slightly damaged. But hopefully that will work. My wheel's getting away on me. There we go. Yeah, I should have more batteries on this thing, I guess, but I don't. Have I got any more blocks to shore up the front with? I can get away with it. Put that one there. Put this one here. There we go. We've lost a lot of lasers off the front, I think, but okay, let's see. I don't think we're that far away from the what do you call it? The original shop. So we could just head there, rebuy the parts we need, but I might as well scavenge some stuff off this guy if I can. There, good enough. Let's get out of here. We got a bit of a whooping that time, but we won, so that's the important part. Let's get out of here. Nothing there that I want? Probably not. This is probably not the most effective design. There's plenty of stuff to choose from, though. There are parts to build hovercrafts, though to be honest I find them slightly useless. There are aircraft, which you can build. Yeah, you see, this would be the original shop that you would go to. Oh, look at that. I left a repair and charging station here. You'd almost think I was clever, but, you know. I was probably just running away from some tech that had just spawned in. Yeah, you see the little venture guys, they are fast and kind of nimble, so sooner or later he's probably going to stumble close enough to notice me and come after me. I know what we should. Why don't we finish off the video? We'll go find that plane and we'll see if we can't fly around. How about that? I think it's over in this direction. Yeah, I don't have much fuel for those jets, but that'll recharge. But oops. I thought I heard something there. Maybe I had broken something again. And yeah, that one little blue arrow up top, I'm going to assume that's probably the plane. What is that? Very strange looking vehicle over there. And yeah, that's going to be just like the basic plane that it points you to near the beginning. And if I pull my cab off this thing to use that, it's going to just rip this whole thing apart. But you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to do this to show you guys the planes. So, yeah, okay, there's no cab on that. Where is my cab in this mess? It's here somewhere. There we go. Oh, it's under there. And ready for a big splat. No, it's intact. Normally that would just send stuff in every direction. That's weird. Okay, now can I take off without getting shot by that guy? Probably not. Oh, here we go. We have air. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Whoa, whoa, don't do that. Don't do that. It would be kind of embarrassing to crash that quickly after getting into the air. But anyway, we can kind of fly around and scout stuff. I don't know how effective a combat aircraft would be in this game. I haven't tried it. I am kind of curious. There are some big cannons in the... they're not in the regular game. They're in the R&D DLC, which gives you access to blocks that are in testing but not in the full game yet. So I'm sure that would make for something interesting if you could mount those to the underside of a big aircraft and just like rain fire on people. That would probably be kind of cool, but anyway. I'm sure I'll see that kind of stuff eventually. There's that same guy again that we had trouble with earlier. He spawns a lot for some reason. Maybe it's just my particular playthrough, but oh geez. Alright, not the best pilot in this game. And it's not the easiest flying either. Oh look, there's a stream, you see? This game, I don't know. I do not want to tweet every time I make a save for one of my my vehicles. I don't want to. Well, I don't want it telling me when there's a stream. I'll be keeping an eye out for a stream. I'll be watching somebody I want to watch. I'm not going to just randomly click on, oh, there's a stream. I'll watch whatever idiot's deciding to stream. But anyway, that's an odd design. I appreciate the fact that it's got some creativity to it. Anyway, I've kind of lost track of time. I don't know how long we've been recording, but I'm going to think we've done enough for one video. So, well, I'm going to call that an episode. Hope you enjoyed watching it. It probably wasn't as exciting as it should have been. There probably should have been more combat. But anyway, that should give you an idea of the game. It's still in early access. There's still a lot that's going to happen to the game. I hear there's even talk of multiplayer. I don't think that's anytime soon. I think that's more of a long-term goal for them. But, oops, there we go, fix that. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.